You can begin, sir.
All right. All right. We reconvene in open session. Can we all stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, even though I can't see the flag? I think Mr. Hill has it. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America,
and to
and
the
to the
republic
republic for which it stands,
one nation,
one nation, under God, indivisible,
with
with liberty
and
and justice
for all.
for all. That was interesting. Thank you. Thank you. Next is the adoption of the agenda. Has everybody had an opportunity to look at the agenda? The board members? There's 2 items that we need to add on to it, and I'm going to put it in front of you, and then we can make a decision if that's good. We need to add the vote to adopt the Somerset County Public Schools ethics panel findings. I'm sorry. So that's one. I would say put that under new business. And the other is we've had some breakthroughs in the Unit 1 and Unit 3 collective bargain agreement, and we would like to meet after the end of the open meeting in closed session to discuss some collective bargaining. So if the following people would be glad to stay and do it would be Ms. South, Ms. Schnittiger, Dr. Tasker Mitchell, and Tracy Bartman. All right. And all the board members and our attorney. All right. So those are the things that I would like to add to the agenda. Is there anything else? Well, then, if it's not, I'd like to move to adopt the agenda with the 2 items that I have included. Can I get a second?
Second.
All right, any discussion? All right, Ms. Tillman.
Vice Chair Gleason.
Yes.
Mrs. Bosman.
Yes.
Mr. McIntyre.
Yes.
Mr. Robertson.
Yes.
Chairman Langford.
Yes. So the adoption of the agenda has carried, and the adoption of the agenda has carried, and we've added those 2 in the proper places. Approval of minutes. That'll be the August 19th, 2025 open regular meeting. Did everybody get a chance to look at the minutes so we can approve?
I move we approve the minutes previous meeting.
All right.
Second.
We got 2 seconds at the same time. Great job. Okay. Any discussion? Has everybody looked at it? No changes? All right. Ms. Tillman?
Vice Chair Gleason.
Yes.
Mrs. Bosman.
Yes.
Mr. McIntyre.
Yes.
Mr. Robertson.
Yes.
Chairman Langford.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Number 9, reports. The superintendent's monthly report. I'd like to turn it over to Dr. Tasker Mitchell for your monthly report.
Okay.
Mr. Chair, before, I'm so sorry for jumping in there. I'm getting texts that people don't know where to go to get the live stream. Could we have Mr. Gibson kind of state where we are live streaming? So sorry to jump in there.
Let me see about Mr. Hill.
Yes, ma'am.
They're saying that they can't. People are saying that they can't get on.
All right. Well, I can read the address on YouTube if everyone
not sure how would you like to disseminate that? It is on our Facebook page. It is on our webpage.
Is it on the board agenda?
The board agenda has the town hall stream website listed, but that is not where this is being streamed. This is being streamed on the board meeting YouTube
I
site.
know, I'm saying the link,
It is not on the agenda. It is on the link on the page. Like if you go to our website, the link to the agenda also has the virtual meeting. It says virtual meeting live streamed on YouTube. It is on the website, and it is on the Facebook page.
right? The only reason why I'm asking is because the agenda is where everybody goes. So I didn't know if it could be placed on there. Can it be placed on there?
I don't have access to the agenda.
Oh, as it's, okay. I'm wondering, let me see.
Ms. Tillman would have access to the agenda.
Ms. Tillman?
Check in the website now, see what it says at the top of the agenda.
Mr. Hill, though, if I'm correct, it will go on the town hall streams after the meeting's completed. Is that correct?
I believe we can attach it as a file. Currently, it's going to be streamed live to YouTube, and I'll work with Mr. Gibson to attach this as a file.
All right. I'm correcting that now. Don't know what happened.
Yeah, it's just the town hall stream on there.
Okay, I got it. Let me close out of here for a minute and I'll log back in.
I believe, Mr. Hill, under the board, you go under the board website, on the website, you select meeting, and then it's got like two options. One is to hit the live stream and the other is virtual. Is that correct? And if they clicked on the virtual, they should go to that page on YouTube, correct?
You're muted, Mr. Hill.
Mhm.
Yes, the link is on our website, and
Yeah.
it can be posted on our Facebook page as a link as well.
Okay.
And sorry, I didn't mean to hijack the meeting there. Just wanted to make sure that
That's all right.
the public could sign on.
It's not the easiest thing to find on a website. I'll be totally honest with you.
Okay. The correct one's up there.
On the agenda now.
So we have to refresh, right, Ms. Tillman?
Yes, it's on there. Yeah.
Mm-mm. It's not working.
I'm clicking on it.
Oh, there it is. Okay, I see it. Okay, I see it now.
All right.
Okay, let me, okay. It's on there now. So for the public, if they go to the top of the agenda, the right link is on there. So they should be able to access it now.
Thank you, Dr. Tasker Mitchell and Ms. Tillman and Mr. Hill.
Welcome.
We'll give it a few, and then we can start presentation. I'm sorry, your report, Dr. Tasker Mitchell.
Did you want me to start, or we're still waiting a couple minutes?
Yeah, let's go ahead and start, Dr. Tasker Mitchell, and we can put it on afterwards to say when Mr. Hill and Mr. Gibson send it to the live streams, we can say that it's recorded. So anything they missed, they should be able to catch up on. So go ahead. Go ahead, Dr. Tasker Mitchell. We appreciate it.
Okay, so first I want to take a moment to recognize all of our 9/11 heroes first. These individuals lost their lives to save others. I want to thank them for their sacrifice and their courage. Our schools did a really wonderful job of celebrating and recognizing their service, so thank you. The months of August and September have been extremely busy and filled with excitement. I've had the pleasure of visiting our schools, and during my visits, I was able to see the Crisfield girls field hockey team. The Washington Academy High School football team played a hard-fought game. I believe it was against North Carroll High School. They did a great job. Crisfield boys soccer team is looking good, and our Washington Academy High School boys soccer team is looking good as well. I saw them play yesterday, but from afar. And I still have a few more teams that I need to see. So I'm a little behind with that, but I will get out there to see you. I'm really proud of our student athletes because recently a report from the Maryland Public Secondary Schools Athletic Association, which reports current status of ejections and sportsmanship for the different counties. It did not include Somerset County on that list, which is wonderful news, which shows that our students and our parents are demonstrating good sportsmanship at our games. So thank you. Let's keep that up. I would also like to share that we've received good news from the Maryland State Department of Education regarding our reading scores. And so Somerset County Public Schools was ranked second in the state for reading growth in the state of Maryland out of all 24 counties. But I want to be clear, our students are not just numbers. They are names, and those names represent individual students. But the good thing is that lets us know that our students are making growth towards proficiency. We had 8 grade levels out of 14 to increase, and 2 of those grade levels made double-digit gains. So hopefully I'll be able to share that when we're back live. And this means that more of our students are moving towards proficiency. Also, I want to share that we will have our first Community Connection Conversations Superintendent Community Forums. This will be an opportunity to learn about what is happening in the county, acquire feedback from our community, and we will answer questions that we can based on what's happening in the school system. We look forward to seeing you, and these community forums are open to everyone in our school community. Finally, I just want to address a couple of topics because I know there were a few emails sent to our some of our board members. So I want to make a couple of things really clear for our community. First, I want to make sure that all of our parents know and our community knows and understands that we want you to be involved in our schools. We absolutely want you to be a part of what happens in your child's and our students' education. But we also want to make sure that our students are safe. So if you want to meet with your child's teacher or you want to visit a classroom, we are asking just that you make an appointment to do that. There are going to be other times like back to school night. There's going to be other volunteer events and opportunities that you will have to engage with your schools. And we want you to be a part of that as well. And we'll want to make sure that you are aligned with what our policy outlines as it relates to how our parents can engage as volunteers and things like that in our school. So we absolutely want our parents to be involved in our school and to visit our schools. We just want you to, if you want to have conversations, individual conversations, we want you to make sure that you make appointments. This will help us to monitor instructional disruption and school safety. Second, it's important that we keep our students safe on our buses. So if you as parents wish to exchange information with your bus drivers, feel free to do so. What I'm asking our community to refrain from is scheduling alternate bus routes and alternate drop-offs and pickups. We have to be very careful with that because our transportation team and our supervisor have created specific routes that we have for our students to be picked up. And we do not want anything to happen if they're picked up or dropped off at alternate locations. So I just want to make that really clear. And then we have to take the time to utilize our bus system. And that's what we've done to try to create safe routes for our students and our families. So thank you, and look forward to working with our entire community. And thank you all for everything that you're doing.
All right. Next on the agenda is the Student Board Representative Activities Report.
Good evening. I'll be reading for our board representatives tonight. Unfortunately, due to scheduling conflicts and illness, neither of them were able to join us. So starting with the southern end, Chrisfield Academy and High School, many students will be volunteering for the Jazz Festival at the J. Millard Tawes Clam Bake for community service. Students are touring McDaniel and Frostburg colleges, and the Chrisfield High School Band received first place in the Crab Derby Parade. For Carter G. Woodson, early year map and dibbles testing for all grades are almost finished. For PBIS, students are working towards earning shaved ice by the end of the summer. And 425 students attended the back to school event, escorted by 334 adults for a total of 759 people. For Somerset Intermediate School, the students demonstrated an 11% growth proficiency for 6th grade on the MCAP for ELA. That was one of the highest growing scores in the state. In addition, Somerset had a 6% growth in proficiency for 6th grade math MCAP scores. Over 85% of the school students attended the open house, and Washington High School attended SIS for an amazing first pep rally to start off the 25-26 school year. For Somerset Technical High School, the culinary arts classes served at a recent Warwick 2nd Annual Art Showcase of Excellence. In addition, they're planning to attend Chrisfield's annual clam bake. Lyft Truck Company, Metal Shop, Pohanka, and Piedmont Airlines are planned field trips for this year. And the biomedical class will be learning about Warwick's Occupational Therapy Assistant Program on October 10th. For Washington Academy and High School, students will be taking MAP testing the week of September 22nd. On September 12th, the Jaguars varsity football team beat Northeast Cecil 16-6. This was a major accomplishment for the team. And Washington will be having a Royal Rodeo Spirit Week the last week of the month, leading up to the homecoming pep rally and dance. For Deal Island, students are finishing the beginning of the year map and dibbles assessments, and teachers are anxious to analyze the data. The fall fundraiser, Joe Corby's Pizza and Desserts, began on September 15th and ends October 1st. See a Deal Island student or staff member if you're interested in ordering. And the first parent-teacher conference meeting was held on Monday, September 15th, and they're excited to get this organization back up and running at our school. Sorry, it's parent-teacher organization, not conference. And that was Deal Island. For Princess Anne, kindergarten and first grade students are currently being screened for reading levels using dibbles. In the coming weeks, they will also take the MAP assessments in both reading and math. Congratulations to the team at Princess Anne Elementary School for earning the title of Best Elementary School in the 2025 Stars of Somerset contest. This recognition is a reflection of the dedication, teamwork, and commitment of the staff, students, and families. Mrs. Taylor accepted the award on behalf of the school. Princess Anne Elementary started the 25-26 year with a strong turnout for the Parent Expo and the open house. The open house attendance was 268 family members and 295 students for a total of 563. And the Parent Expo attendance, 87 family members and 97 students for a total of 184. And thank you to all the families who participated. They're excited to make it a fantastic year. And finally, for Greenwood, all students have completed dibbles and map testing. They started yesterday in their flex groups, and they're looking forward to lots of growth. Congrats to the first 4 staff superheroes of the week: Ainsley Whistler, Ashley Blevins, Julie Sapp, and Christina Johnson. We look forward to recognizing students of the month from each homeroom. And finally, students are working hard to earn PBIS rewards points. Our first incentive is on September 26th, and it's a silent disco. And that's it for the student board reports.
Excellent job, Ms. Holland. You're an excellent reporter. Thank you. Next is presentations, and we're looking at the blueprint for Maryland's education update, and that should be Miss Greenwood.
Yes, hi, good evening, everyone. Good evening, Chairman Langford, Vice Chair Mr. Gleason, board members McInturf, Bosman, and Robertson, and Superintendent Dr. Tasker Mitchell. So I'm Tina Greenwood. I'm supervisor of blueprint implementation for Somerset County Public Schools. And tonight I'm going to provide you with a brief update on the 2024 implementation plan to school year 25-26. So I'm going to share my screen with you. Oops. And hopefully everyone can see that.
Yep.
Okay, good. All right. So this is in 2024, we had an implementation plan, and now we are in school year 25-26. So we are marching forward, and we are making sure that we have aligned all of our goals and our priorities to what the blueprint is asking us to do. Let me get to it. And just a reminder, so Blueprint is made up of 5 pillars, and those pillars are going to be explained tonight, but really the pillar 1, 2, 3, and 4 are really what manages and runs our system, with a governance of pillar 5. And the ultimate outcome of all of the pillars is pillar 3, which is to have students have opportunities to participate in being CCR, which is college and career ready, and having them prepared for success as they leave us and graduate in post-secondary education, work, and whatever they choose to do in life. We do have our strategic plan, and one of the things I notice is small, but one of the things that we made sure of is that we made sure that all of our priority areas in our goals of our school system are aligned to Maryland's blueprint for Maryland's future. So let me start with pillar 1, which is early childhood education. And just to give you some really highlights of that pillar, over the course of the year, we had a collaboration of Warwick and Salisbury University, which is providing opportunities for our paraeducators to earn the CDA, which is a Child Development Associate's credential, which is mandatory for them to have if they are working with early childhood students. We also have universal pre-K 4. All students who turn 4 by September 1st are eligible to attend pre-K 4. All schools at this point are MSCE accredited, and they are level 5 in Excels, which means that we are exceeding the state's expectation for our pre-K program. We have pathways to an associate's degree and pathways to our CDA for our paraeducators. This is a new partnership with Warwick Community College, and 3 paraeducators have earned their CDA recently, which is an exciting event for them. Somerset County also has 2 Judy centers, Princess Anne and Crisfield, and they are working on a Patty Center, which is going to provide more support for our parents and our infants and toddlers. Right now, currently, we have an enrollment of pre-K 3, 94 students, pre-K 4, 152 students, and we may see a slight increase of these numbers before the end of September. Our main focus for Pillar 1 is continued enrollment in pre-K, ensuring that our staff has the qualifications they need, and CDA training by the fall of 2026. Pillar 2 is high quality and diverse teachers and leaders, and some of the exciting things that we've done since our last implementation plan. We have teacher leaders, which are train the trainer models in our schools, who have been trained in science of learning. We started working on that through the summer. MSDE and AIB for the blueprint legislation requires that 8 modules of professional learning is provided to our teachers, and science of learning is one of them. We also have a professional learning program for our assistant principals, and we'll start that next week for this school year. We had it last year, and it was highly successful to be able to meet with the assistant principals to give them a little bit of background knowledge in what we're doing in our system, as well as helping them grow professionally. We have a Grow Your Own program, and that program continues to increase the number of people that are paraeducators in earning their associate's degree, but also on their path to earn their bachelor's degree so that they can become teachers. Starting with the school year of 25-26, we have 2 new National Board Certified teachers. And right now we currently have a partnership with Salisbury University and Coppin State University to help our teachers become nationally board certified. Our school system was granted a National Board Support Grant, and that was awarded to Somerset County Public Schools by MSDE for us to use in order to support our teachers who are seeking National Board certification. Currently, we have 27 first-year teachers who are working with a new teacher mentor, and right now we have 69 tenured teachers working with a new teacher mentor, which means they're in the first 3 years of their service. Some of the things that we are working on towards the school year, or something that is a priority for us, we have ongoing partnerships with many colleges and universities, and they are listed on our website if anyone would like to see or get more information there. These universities and colleges have agreed with us to provide direct billing and course offerings for our paraeducators and teachers. We know that there's a teacher shortage. We know it's a nationwide problem, as well as almost now worldwide problem. Our turnover rates and retention rates remain a focus and a priority throughout the school year. We have a realignment of the new teacher induction program to the new COMAR certification. The new COMAR regulations provide teachers who are seeking certification through the highly qualified induction program that we offer here in Somerset County. We also have continued MSDE professional learning for school leaders. School leaders and teachers are able to earn PDP professional development points, which they will need for licensing, or CPD credits that they need to learn to earn for their certification. So we do offer them in-house in Somerset County. We also have aspiring teacher leader professional learning series that we would like to build, which is to build a pipeline of leaders. As we age out, then we need to have someone sitting on our bench to help us fill that bench of quality leaders for us. So the big one, as we know, we saw that the ultimate goal is for us to have students who are college and career ready. And some of the things that we've been working on that we see that we're continuing to work on, but making sure that 100% of our students have college and career ready opportunities when they are in high school. Right now, we're currently providing access to rigorous, relevant, high quality education to all students in grades pre-K to 12. That is a goal. That means that we have high quality instructional materials. We know that we just adopted the ELA curriculum, and that it is aligned to the MSDE, the state standards. We have recognition of post-CCR, which means students that have earned their college and career readiness notation, and both high schools and the Somerset County Technical High School are identifying them and giving them different awards. And if you watch Facebook, there's always students who have won certifications, and also as far as certificates and things that the high schools are giving them. So just giving a little bit of celebration to the students who are accomplishing that. And we also are making career connections with our technical high school, our middle and our high school students through our career counseling program, our career coaching program. So some of the things that we're still working on, here's some data. At the end of 10th grade, and I'll show you the next slide that will explain that a little bit better, students who are post-CCR means that they have achieved the things that the state has set for them to achieve to be a high quality high school student. Currently going into the 25-26 school year, this notation is at the end of 10th grade year. So our current juniors at Chrisfield Academy and High School, juniors 56 out of 75 students, and seniors 67 out of 70 students. So we are really approaching that 100% for our seniors throughout this school year. Washington Academy and High School, our juniors, currently we have 36 out of 111 and seniors 53 out of 103. So I think that's where we need to do some work around to make sure that they also have those opportunities to be college and career ready before they graduate. Some success in our career programs. We have one registered apprenticeship student currently working in a company in Salisbury, and she wants to attend a pre-law program when she goes to college. So she's currently working with a lawyer. 7 apprenticeship Maryland completers. So 7 have already completed. 15 current not registered apprenticeship, but what we call the Maryland participant in their apprenticeships as well. We have businesses who are approved for the Apprenticeship Maryland program. We have 29 approved, and they are in the surrounding areas as well as Somerset County, and we have 11 pending, which is something that I know our legislature is pushing for us to have a lot of opportunities for apprenticeships for our students. Currently, we have 35 work-based learning students employed from last year. We had 23 registered or apprenticeship students and registered apprenticeship students and 39 youth employment workers and 97 Somerset County work program students that held jobs over the summer. So those are pretty good, really good numbers to celebrate that post high school program. And this is a visual of the options to meet college and career readiness for the school year of 25-26. So by the end of 10th grade year, the law states that students who earn these particular things will be able to be post CCR, which will help them with being able to go out on things like dual enrollment, take more AP courses, maybe they could take another program of study. And that's how the data was captured. So by the end of 10th grade year, you can see that they have a couple of requirements, and then anytime in 11th or 12th grade year that they have achieved a GPA or any other target, which is written at the bottom. So the stakes are pretty high for high school, but I do feel like we are making the mark to get our students college and career ready before they walk the stage in 12th grade. A lot more to come for Pillar 3. Remember, this is the big pillar of success for the county and for the state. We want to make sure we are creating more opportunities for advanced college pathways for students. So we are partnering with Warwick Community College for course expansions, especially in our CTE programs. We also have early college program partnerships that we are trying to get in place with Warwick to pilot and then hopefully implement by next year. We'd like to expand our partnerships with our local workforce development, our Warwick Community College, and local businesses through our career coaching program. We want to have individualized student plans for tracking progress so that we know at any given moment what student is post CCR ready and what pathways that they have an option for, or interventions if so needed. We also want to improve student attendance. Chronic absenteeism is a data point that really is harming students' opportunities to take advanced programs, because students have to be in school to be able to advance their GPA and advance their grade and their opportunities there. So that's something that we really want to work on. We want to work on a data success tracking system to better identify students, even beginning in middle school. We want to know what students are able to go into higher success and higher level courses, and even maybe taking a dual enrollment or an AP course once they get to high school. One of the things that we want to really do with that is more outreach and information to parents, students, teachers, and the community on post CCR importance and what it means to be college and career ready for the student. And pillar 4 is sort of the kitchen sink pillar, but it is more resources to ensure all students are successful. So this includes making sure that all students who have particular needs get the needs that they are requiring. Right now, currently, we have some success with local school-based mental health providers who are also addressing substance abuse issues. We have the Sure Way to College program, which is helpful for getting students to understand different pathways they can take in college. We have a new consortium partner, which is providing online resources for parenting and mental health supports for students and families. 389 students were served in after-school clubs and tutoring, which was funded by our community schools money. 336 plus families have access to food pantries in our community schools. 377 high school students participated in college and trade visits last year. And 6% of our multilingual students exited from services for the 25-26 school year based on the tests that we provide for them for proficiency. Some things to come is our SOAR program, which is Support Opportunity Achievement Resilience Alternative Learning Program Development, and the new partnership to provide mediation and conflict resolution training for students, staff, and families. So those are more things to come around Pillar 4. And Pillar 5 is that governance and accountability. And I know Ms. Sneeringer will provide a financial update in her finance report. But we have been working with a resource allocation facilitator and consultant who was paid for not out of Somerset County funds, but out of blueprint funding for the state to work on minimum school funding, working towards that 75% compliance, and also beginning our budget season, which will work us towards school year 26-27. And that is my blueprint update. So thank you very much. Any questions, comments?
Good
Thank you,
job, Ms. Greenwood. Do we have any questions from the board?
No. Everything's fine.
Ms. Greenwood, is this what I missed Friday?
No, unfortunately, what you missed Friday was a really, really good professional development where leaders across the state came to our table and were explaining the information that they received and how they were taking it back to their counties, much like what you attended in July.
Oh, well, thank you. Yeah. Do we have any additional questions? Thank you, Ms. Greenwood. Excellent job.
Thank you very much. Have a good evening.
Yeah. Okay, next is unfinished business, and that would be the FY 2026 Educational Facilities Master Plan, A, second reader. So that's you, Mr. Hill. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Good evening, Chairman Langford, members of the board, Dr. Tasker Mitchell. At our last board meeting, I presented to you the FY 26 Educational Facilities Master Plan, of which I gave you a copy. Mr. Robertson's keen eye found a few spelling mistakes. Thank you, Mr. Robertson. The teacher came out in you. And tonight I'm coming before you to ask for approval of the EFMP Educational Facilities Master Plan. And if you'd have any questions, I'd be more than happy to address them at this point in time.
I move that we approve the master plan presented by Mr. Hill.
Second.
Any further discussion? We have a motion and a second.
Vice Chair Gleason.
Yes.
Mrs. Bosman,
Yes.
Mr. McIntyre,
Yes.
Mr. Robertson,
Yes.
Chairman Langford.
Yes.
Thank you all very much.
Thank you, Mr. Hill. Good job. I love the packet, by the way. Very nicely presented. All right. The next on the agenda, the motion carried, by the way. So that's that's been approved. The next on the agenda is the August 2025 financial updates, and that would be Ms. Nieringer, I believe. I'm getting closer. I'm trying my hard.
It's close, close enough for now. So does everyone have a copy of the two reports that were included in the packet? Okay. So first, I'd like to draw your attention to not the budget adjustments, but the other paper. So this is the overview as of August for our spending to date. It's really hard to speak to the financials this early in the year. So you can see the budget, that's the approved budget, $52,563,953. Our period expenses, our year-to-date expenses, $4.6 million. So we spent 9% of our budget so far. The encumbrances, those become more important later in the year. Right now, you'll see some of these accounts look like a lot is spent. That's because the full salaries are being reflected for the entire year in that encumbrances column. But really, that's going to be adjusted so much throughout the year that you shouldn't really pay that much attention to that for now. So I can maybe not include those until later in the year just to avoid questions, because that changes as we're entering purchase orders and we're purchasing supplies, doing projects. So really draw your attention, 9% spent to date. And we're already looking ahead to the budget for next year. So next, more importantly, I need to get everyone's, the board's approval on FY25 year-end budget adjustments. So per Maryland regulations, we can't end the fiscal year with any accounts over budget or overspent. So that requires us at the end of the year to adjust funds between the state defined categories. That's the only level that they look at it. The overall state category has to be end up in the positive. So I'd like to draw your attention. You can see the budget and year-end expenses. That is through July 2025. The balance is where we are currently at. Those are pretty much set. We've reviewed these with the auditors, so those amounts will not change very much, if at all. And then the adjustment column is the proposed adjustments, the amount that I'm requesting to move between categories. So green is adding funds to the budget. Red in parentheses is taking away funds from that budget because we had excess funds available. And then the adjusted balance you can see is if we make those proposed adjustments and they're approved, all these state categories, the budgets will end up in the positive with that adjusted balance as shown. So if you want to take a minute to review those, how the funds are being moved and redistributed between the categories. And I would like to put in the request to have those approved. I can't speak too much to the history on some of these accounts coming in towards the end of the fiscal year. If there's any questions or you need more information about maybe why some of these accounts are where they're at, I can dig into it further. But for now, we have to make these adjustments by September 30th. So time is of the essence.
So, Ms. Steeringer, this is what they call intercategorial transfers. Is that correct?
That's correct. Yeah, transfers within the category between any accounts within each category can be done at any time, but moving between the categories, intercategorical, do require approval. Yeah.
Do the fixed charges also include like the rise in costs of electricity? You have fixed charges at the bottom.
Fixed charges is the benefits, so fringe benefits, health insurance, things like that. Any electricity would be in
Maintenance.
operation of plant.
Okay.
Set me straight one more time on the red and the green.
So as you can see, the green, that would be, sorry, I'm referring to it on my screen. Green is increasing the budget for that category, and red is taking funds away from the category because we ended with a positive balance. So there's excess money that we don't need to utilize for that category. So we're moving it into funds that were categories that were overspent.
550,000. Okay. Equals.
I move that we approve the end of the year budget adjustments.
Second.
All right, we have a motion and a second. Any questions? Any deliberation?
I think I would need a little bit more digging into each of these and understand a little bit more of the why first. That's just me.
Okay. Is there anything specifically that any specific category that you have questions about? We are presenting these to the commission on September 23rd, which is the final deadline for approval. So I'd like to get any information that would be required for these to be approved as soon as possible, because we can't go past that deadline.
Yeah, at minimum, probably your observations on the categories that we're touching. For example, the categories that we're taking from to balance the others, and the ones that we're having to balance back up. I know you said in the beginning of your introduction was that you came in and you don't really have that much of a bearing on what happened before you came in, and you have to do that digging. I do understand that, but I would definitely like your high level expert observations on the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 categories that we're touching. A little bit more information on what you're seeing as the why the category is over, or the why it went over. I think I would like to dig a little bit more into that, or have a little bit more information on that.
Okay. Would the approval be sent? Is it possible to send it in an email prior to September 23rd with the meeting with the commission? If it is approved, because we can't go past then, or else we'll be in trouble with the state for not having numbers finalized by September 30th. So.
Agreed. Can that be an administrative approval, or are we gonna have to have a meeting for it?
You have to have a vote.
Yeah. Is there, I mean, this is kind of like, I think we got like 1 week. If I'm right, if you need it by the 23rd, the date's the 16th. So by next Tuesday, is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
All right. Is there any way that we can get these reports a lot sooner so we can kind of look into them? I had some concern with the first report, especially at mid-level administration, the office of principal, because we're looking almost $600,000. And I know you said that it's early and it'll be adjusted and all that stuff, but it appears sometimes we budgeted a certain amount of money and there's a lot more money coming out than actually was budgeted. And it looks like to me the biggest category on the list last year was instructional salaries. We're looking at about 360,000. I know in the scope of things, it's about 1% of the total budget. So it's not horrible by any stretch of the imagination, but we would like to try to balance every category out. But 7 days notice gives us very little time to really react to it. And we've requested some reports from the superintendent so that we can better keep a handle on it month to month. So we're not at the end. So you're probably aware of those reports and so forth. So if we could just get start getting these reports that we've requested, I think we can better manage the budget. That's our job, is to oversee it. So before you can go to the commissioners, we have to approve it, I'm assuming. Is that correct?
That's correct.
So Ms. Sneer, do you want to share, though, about the reports, the same thing that you shared with me about the information in some of the reports?
In terms of compiling and building them. Yeah. So that's not, it will take some adjustment. There's not anything currently set up that will pull all that information exactly. I think we can build it, but it's going to take a little bit of time and digging to be able to pull in all the information requested. There's reports that give certain pieces of what is being requested, like ones that mainly separate it by, say, vendor, but don't include employee information. So there's not ones that maybe include employee information, employee ID, things like that, employee name, and vendors. So there's different pieces that are found in different places, but to kind of compile everything and summarize it in a way that looks neat will just take a little bit of building out. But I think we have all that data available, just not summarized in the way that's being requested right now.
Well, I mean, it's just an opinion. I don't mind having all the reports, whether it's by vendor, by
okay.
As long as we got them, we can dig through them. I don't know if everybody will, but I certainly will. So
okay.
It's something that I would like to see, and especially on the grant side, that's something that I've kind of looked into, and I would like to make sure those things are done right and so forth. So just for oversight. So that's some of the questions I got. As far as this, I mean, it's not much time to really dig into it and get your answer by your deadline. So I'll just
if it makes you feel any better, these funds, the financials have been reviewed by the auditors, adjustments have been made. So these have been reviewed preliminarily by the auditors. So they're not just random numbers.
Question?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Bring it up for a vote. I think it's balanced 550,000 each in, 550,000 out. So, and I understand it's as long as your auditor has approved it, I see no reason not to approve it.
Okay. All right. So is that what, that wasn't a question, that was a statement. Good job.
Okay.
But good job. Now I'm assuming in the adjusted balance, I think that's where you gave us the figure last meeting, about 300 and some thousand that would be carried forward, not to this year, but the following year, correct?
Correct. It skips a year. So these will be reflected, whatever's carried forward from FY25 will be reflected in FY27, the budget that we're going into planning.
Right. All right. Okay. Thank you. You did very well in answering the questions. Does anybody else got any additional questions? Ms. Bosman or
no.
Mr.
Go ahead.
McIntyre? All right. Go ahead then, Ms. Tillman. Go ahead.
Vice Chair Gleason,
At this moment, it's a no for me.
Mrs. Bosman,
Yes.
Mr. McIntyre,
Yes.
Mr. Robertson,
Yes.
Chairman Langford.
I'm gonna abstain, but you got it. So it carried. So good luck in going to the commissioners, and thank you.
Thank you.
Yep. Okay, so next on the list is public comments. And they'll be done by email while we're doing the virtual meeting. Maybe we'll set up something different, but for just for notification, we received 3 public comments through email. One was Mr. Billy Walters. Thank you for sending it, Mr. Walters. We will be looking at it. And then we have Mr. Beasley and we have Mrs. Beasley. And thank you again, both of you, for sending out your public comments. We will be reading them, reviewing them, and then we will take them very seriously and look at your concerns. So thank you for that. Next is,
Ethics.
the superintendent and board comments, but what I would say is let's go ahead and move to the closed session with no objection with the 305.
Mr. Langford, you have to adopt the ethics report by the Somerset County.
We didn't do that. Oh my goodness. When I write it down, I always forget it, but you're absolutely right, Miss Schiffinelli. Sorry about that. I don't know why I miss it when I write it down. I guess I'm just trying to get through it, but yes, that should have been done in new business. All right, here's what we'll do. I motion to add and vote on the adoption of the Somerset County Public Schools Ethic Panel findings. We received notification back in, I believe, August concerning it, and we definitely want to put this to a vote. So I motion to put it on the floor. Can I get a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Thank you, Ms. Schiffinelli, for reminding us.
Sure.
You're on top of it. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Go ahead, Melissa. Ms.
Vice
Tillman,
Chair-
I'm sorry.
Vice Chair Gleason,
Yes.
Mrs. Bosman,
Yes.
Mr. McInturf,
Yes.
Mr. Robertson,
Yes.
Chairman Langford.
Yes. That is passed. Thank you again. So now we're going to make a motion to go back into closed session for the 305B9.
At bargaining. You had it bargaining.
Yes, it's a collective bargaining with the Unit 1 and Unit 3. And that would be the ones that will be present is Ms. South, Ms. Sneninger, Dr. Tasker Mitchell, and Tracy Bartomay, and the board and the attorney. So I would like to put that out. Can I get a motion to move back into closed session?
Second.
Any discussion? All right, Ms. Tillman.
Vice Chair Gleason,
Yes.
Mrs. Bosman,
Yes.
Mr. McInturf,
Yes.
Mr. Robertson,
Yes.
Chairman Langford.
Yes. The motion carried. We'll be moving in closed session. Just for the live stream purposes, can you, for the YouTube, can you, Mr. Hill or Mr. Gibson, go ahead and take us offline? And then we'll come back and close the meeting out after our closed session. So thank you again, everybody, for listening and attending. With that,